After riding my mom's old Rocky Mountain trail bike for the last 7 years, it owes me nothing. But today I'm stoked to announce that I'll be upgrading from my mom's old bike to my mom's even older 1986 Bianchi road bike.
Isn't she a beauty?
Hey team, welcome back to another Levi Save the World Hildebrand episode, the channel where we prove that you don't need to be a hero to save the planet. Today, after an inspiring last video working with Inspire to Make, I have decided that I'm going to take on my own DIY project, fixing that bike. Today we're going to be heading off to Recyclistas because I don't have the space, the tools, or like the expertise or anything to get this job done. So, I'm already late, we should probably go. This is Recyclistas. So Recyclistas has this 3-hour workshop that you can sign up for online, and basically they give you access to all their parts, all their expertise. You get to fix your bike and you get to learn something along the way. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm not actually too sure how this works, but I guess we'll bring the bike inside and see what happens. So this is the basement. This is where actually all the work is gonna go down. And like, I am so out of my league here. Like, I spend so much time just working on a computer or hanging out in coffee shops being a hipster. This is like, it's gonna be good. I think this thing is a chair, I don't know. So I don't know a lot about bike maintenance, but I do know how I like to ride a bike, and so right from the get-go, I just know that there's a few things I want to change about this setup. Number one is probably these things. These brakes, as fashionable as they may look, aren't really that well positioned, because when you have your hand like this, you have to kind of, like, you have to reach up to grab them, and then even when they do engage, they're not very strong. My next least favorite part are these things. Suicide shifters, as I like to call them. These shifters are located super low on the bottom shaft. And that means that every time that you want to shift, you actually have to take your hands off of the bars, reach them down below, and then shift manually. So this is John behind me there. John, why don't you give the camera a little wave? There's John. John is going to be the person who's teaching me how to fix bicycles in general, and more specifically my bicycle. What do you think of the Bianchi so far?
Looks in pretty good shape.
Yeah, it could be what you would call lady driven. Those are epic. Look at these. This looks like something that Jigsaw would like set up onto somebody's nipple that they have to rip off in order to escape a maze or something. Okay, now I've got myself some grips, some brakes, gear shifters, and my brand new handlebars. You're gonna be here holding my hand, right?
Yeah, the entire time.
No, like literally?
Not literally.
Oh.
You can hold the handlebar.
Oh, okay. Thanks, man. Okay, so that was it. That was my first little stint in on the bike. Now we're gonna rip off the handlebars, and I believe from that point we're going to start assembling.
What? This was black paint at one point? Wow, that's amazing.
Mother.
Look at this. The tape is actually black. It's just been stained white.
Anybody want to buy some handlebars? See, this is the part that I think is really valuable about Recyclistas, is that if you wanted to make your own sort of redo yourself, you'd have to not only buy all the tools, you'd have to buy all these little bits and bops and all these little pieces, and then you'd have to organize them in a space that's not designed to be working on bikes. And this is so much easier just because we have this crazy space, and John's wit and his sass and his ingenuity. Honestly, this guy's the best. I want to see your face. What's your face doing back there? Ow. So they have this little thing to widen the hole in these brake lines, but it is most definitely like a dentist tool. Like, one of these has been in my mouth at some point.
A bit too long.
Yeah. I guess I didn't measure that before I did today. Here we go. Learning is so much fun. Okay, so we put all the things on there. We got the pedals on, we got the lines in, we got the brakes, we got gears. I'm gonna go take a test drive, and then if it works, I'm gonna ride off into the sunset, and John's gonna be like waving at me goodbye. Goodbye, young man. Ride off, live your life, make good choices. Right, John?
Yeah, just like that.
It feels great. It feels great. This is like first time though, you know, like I'm losing my new bike virginity right now, so everything feels amazing. But John,
Yes, sir.
you were an absolute legend. Give me a high five. We typically do that. Yeah. No, but in all seriousness, that was really rad. This guy, he does have an Instagram though. I'm gonna link it somewhere in here. Inquire into his interesting life of dumpster diving, making cool food while dumpster diving.
The Instagram is Dumpstore Diner.
Dumpstore Diner. Well, I can't recommend what I'm doing right now, which is riding a bicycle with a giant tripod and a camera on it. I can definitely recommend Recyclistas, baby. This bike is so crisp, it's killing me. But to summarize, that was so great. This project was super cool because not only did it allow me to sort of get out of my comfort zone and try something new, but it gave me a whole new perspective and understanding of what Recyclistas does. Almost all of the components that I used on this bike, other than my grips and my pedals, were secondhand. All of the materials that were taken off of my bike, other than tape, were either recycled or reused to be sold to another person who brings their bike in later to be repaired. And the craziest part is, and this blew me away, I really did not think that this, hold on. This repair job, the whole kit and caboodle, how much did you think it was? $106. And that's considering the fact that these pedals were a third of that. They were $31. Remember that if you like this video, you can literally like it down below, and if you subscribe to my channel, we will see you in the next one. Oh man, this is so freaking sweet! Oh!